What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video, we are going to be doing the top 5 most overpowered players in NBA 2K20 MyTEAM. Obviously, with position locks, we're just going to go for one per position, as well as an honorable mention. So there will be 10 cards here, and obviously the top 5 most OP will be in these 10 cards. So anyway, before we get on to it, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We are just over 15,000 subscribers away from 200,000, which is what our goal is, which would be, if you guys are new and like MyTEAM content, I'd greatly appreciate if you subscribe. We're trying to hit that by the end of July, and it's going to be really close. But anyway, now let's get on to it. So at the point guard position, we are going to be running, or not running with, at the point guard position, I think the #1 most overpowered point guard in the game is post-Evo Magic Johnson. And the #2 most overpowered point guard in the game, and like this changes non-stop. Like sometimes I feel like it's Giannis, sometimes I feel like it's Simmons, sometimes I feel even like it's unsettled. But I'm going to put Galaxy Opal LeBron James at #2. Again, all these giants, like just pick one of them. Like whoever you prefer. I'm not going to say one of them is better than another. There's none that are objectively better, but it all depends on who you have success with. With Magic, I just think his behind the back is really good. And his half quick draw and half range extender, he's got a little bit quicker release than Giannis and Hall of Fame range extender. If the Opal Giannis could play point guard, he'd be #1 here. But I think he's just that little bit better. And that behind the back just allows him to get to the basket so easy. So Magic gets Hall of Fame range extender when he shoots the 500 threes, but even without that, he's still insane. Like, got a great 3-ball, great mid-range shot, has got great ball handle, great passing IQ and accuracy, just unbelievable stats of literally everything. This card does everything. LeBron, again, may as well have 99 every stat. Like, he's just like a bunch of cards like Rudy, obviously Kobe, Jordan. There's a bunch of cards that may as well just have 99 every single stat. LeBron James, unlike Magic Johnson, LeBron James has Hall of Fame quick draw and range extender. Can't shoot from the corners, but you know what? It does not matter. He's a point guard. Point guards aren't going to shoot from the corners anyway. So yeah, in my opinion, these are 1 and 2. At the 2 guard position, I think #1 is Michael Jordan. And I'm going to put bronzes in because I'm not talking about this specific Jordan, just to make sure that we can actually exit out of the team. But it's not this Michael Jordan, it's the other Opal Michael Jordan. And I think #2 is Tracy McGrady. So these are, again, just cards you can buy, as you guys will be able to see from the title. So there's not going to be a Glenn Rice, who I think Glenn Rice is probably my I don't know. I think Glenn Rice might be my #1. Honestly, I'm a big fan of that card. But Tracy McGrady has the Trey Burke base, basically every single Hall of Fame badge you need: quick draw, range, quick first step. He's got 98 3, 98 mid, 96 ball handle, insane defensive stats, insane speed to ball acceleration, insane lateral quickness. And I'm telling you this right now, in my opinion, this T-Mac is the exact same as the point guard. You will not notice a difference. Trust me, you won't. It's half the price and you won't notice a difference. For Michael Jordan is, I kind of like the All-Star one, but I wouldn't have the All-Star one on this list, to be honest, if the GOAT Michael Jordan wasn't a thing. So Michael Jordan, there is actually none of them. There's no real point. He's got taken it too seriously, like, because he's got literally Hall of Fame and everything. Or not Hall of Fame, 99 and everything, and like basically every Hall of Fame badge. I think he's got like 60 something Hall of Fame badges. Like, he's got 99, literally every stat, it doesn't matter. And the big thing with Jordan is the tendencies. So he's the best defensive card in the game because he's got that 98 pass interception and 98 on-ball steal tendency, which is absolutely insane. Again, it's the reason why he gets bumpier than any other player and gets the most steals off ball. Then the small forward position, top 2 are actually cards I do not have right now. There are honestly not a lot of cards that I don't have in my team, but these are 2 cards that I don't. So I'm going to put in their lower versions. So at #1, let's see, I have, no, that, yeah, it'll be like Jason Tatum Galaxy Opal. And #2 is Galaxy Opal Paul George. So let's put in PG. So yeah, so Tatum and Paul George for me are #1 and 2 in terms of small forwards. So Jason Tatum is part of the buzzer beater set, a card again that I don't have. But Tatum, 99 offense and defensive overall. He's got base 107, which is one of the quickest releases in the game. He has got 100 driving and flashy dunk tendency. Got a great 3-ball, great mid-range, great handle, really good defensive stats, actually good interior defense. He can play at the 2, which is definitely a more preferable secondary rather than power forward. Insane speed, 2-ball acceleration, and insane lateral quickness. Again, may as well have 99 every single stat, and his jump shot I just think is really, really nice. Paul George, on the other hand, PG is... he's only about 300k. I didn't think that would be more expensive on the system, but 99 offense defensive overall. He's 6'9", so he has an inch advantage over Tatum. Got 48 Hall of Fame badges. Has got a great 3-ball, great mid-range, great dunk. Again, like, why am I saying this? Every card is great, everything in this game. The reason that separates these cards above the rest are just animations. So one of the tendencies, I haven't checked his defensive tendencies. So he's got an on-ball steal tendency of 59, which is not great. It's not terrible either. The thing is with these two cards right here, Paul George is a 6'9" 2 guard, so he's got an awful lot of length. Whatever about the tendencies, if you're actually controlling him, he's going to be really, really good on defense. He just clamps people up. Jason Tatum, he is really the fact that he's got the magic behind the back with base 107. 107 is definitely released that divides opinion, but I really like it, and it is quick, so I think it's objectively a quick release. Again, it is one of those ones where it sometimes is hard to handle and a lot of people hate it. So this is either a love it or hate it card, and for me anyway, I think Tatum is elite. Then at the power forward position, I think this one's a very, very obvious number 1. I don't know why I had this guy at number 1. Sorry. I had this guy in my power forwards. I didn't realize he's a small forward. Sorry, take Paul George out of the small forwards. Take Paul George out of the small forwards. I don't know how I missed this one. Giannis Antetokounmpo is number 1 in small forwards. I don't know like why I had him. I thought Giannis was a power forward. I don't know why I had that initially in the video. Giannis is number 1 in the power forward or in the small forward list. No question about it. Giannis is number 1. Only gold range center. It doesn't matter. Giannis is the glitchy behind the back. Giannis' release and half quick draw is insane. Giannis can he's got basically 99 in everything that matters. 3-ball, yeah, it's only 87 I think, but with a coach and shoe that goes up to nearly 9, or a coach, shoe, and floor gen, I think it goes up to nearly 99. His quick stop shot is really good. His shot off the heads, he's good. He's just an unbelievable card. Probably the best card in the game right now. So I don't know why I had him in power forward. So looking at all these, personally, I would take Jeff Green if I was running a squad, but yeah, like objectively, Jeff Green is not as good as Kristaps. And then number 2, if you're putting in lock-in cards, I'd probably say Kevin Garnett. Yeah, I think I would say Kevin Garnett if you're putting in lock-in cards. But again, I don't rate the power forward position that highly. I'll put in Blake. Like these guys here, I honestly think using a Giannis is much better power forward, or using a center and moving them down. There's a lot of good centers. I don't see the real reason to spend like 150 to 200k on these guys right here, but Blake, a really good pick and pop shooter, gets the most contact dunk animations of anyone I've seen in this game. He can go by people, decent handle, pretty okay defender, and super, super quick. Kristaps Porzingis is a 7'3" sniper. That's basically it. He blocks shots, he moves a little bit, can't really speed boost, but he's solid. He is definitely solid. And now we are on to the center position. So the center position was the hardest one. Small forward position was tough. The point guard position in the center, I think, was the only one where there was actually a bit of a debate in my head. Like, no question about it, MJ and T-Mac were going in for the 2 guards. Paul George is the number 3 small forward, but I didn't think there was much of an argument for me anyway, in terms of cards you can buy. If you had overall cards, then there's definitely arguments to be made, but in terms of purely cards you can buy, I didn't think there was any different, like, any other players really in the conversation except for Paul George maybe. Power forwards, look, it's kind of an irrelevant position. There are good power forwards, don't get me wrong. There are good ones, but you can't buy any of them. And now at the center position. So there's a very, very obvious number 1 card here, and it's Shaq. There is a very obvious one. I can't apply contract, but Shaquille O'Neal, no question about it, is number 1. He does everything. He does absolutely everything. He's 7'1". He seems a little bit smaller, but you know what? He's still big. Got a wide player build. Hall of Fame range and quick draw. Release, it's easy. As in, it looks weird, and it's not the fastest, but it's easy to time. He's got 67 total badges, which again is perfect. He's got literally everything you need. He's got a glitchy behind the back. Basically 99 in everything that matters. Heck, with a shoe and a coach and floor generally gets a 99 3 ball. He can speed boost as well. Insane defensive stats. He's objectively like the best all-around center in my team. However, the next person, the reason why I have Shaq is because Shaq can do a bit of everything. Shaq can be the point center. He can bully inside. He can also be an elite defender, as well as shoot the 3 ball really well and from deep. However, there's so many specialists. There are so many specialists at the center position. As in, you want a sniper, you've got Bosch. You want a giant, you've got Taco. Taco can shoot as well. Bosch can play inside as well. You guys want a point center, Eddie Jones is that guy. Dino is that guy. But also, Bosch can do that a little bit. You guys want an elite defender, you've got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So, while I think Shaq can do all of them, and I don't think there's any other cards you can buy that can really do all of the stuff as well as Shaq can. And then if you want like a giant but also small ball 5, Bull's perfect. However, I think this is a really, like, again, this is completely subjective, and it will change depending on how I feel on the day. This one will change, but I'm gonna put in. It's honestly it's between Bosch and Kareem right now. It's between Bosch and Kareem, or Eddie. If it was me personally, I'd take Eddie. I would take Eddie for the way I play the game. Eddie carries perfect, but it's hard to argue that Eddie's better than Bosch. I just don't like Bosch's release, and I prefer Eddie's. But Bosch is in general, like, objectively the better card. I'm gonna put in Kareem. I'm gonna put in Kareem in a close one. Kareem's just defensively the best of them all. Shoots well from the corners, doesn't shoot well from limitless. He can't run in, pick and pop, but he's Thanos. He's the best defensive center in the game by a mile. Yeah, he's a little bit outdated because he came out in March, but he's still got 99 all post stats. He's got 96 free throw, 98 dunk. He's got 98 block, insane perimeter defense. He's 7'2" max wingspan as well with like 99 speed. So yeah, you can't go wrong with this card. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. So in my opinion, of the top 5 cards in NBA 2K20 MyTEAM that you can buy are 5 of Magic, LeBron, Go Jordan, T-Mac, Giannis, Opal Tatum. Just ignore the power forwards, Shaq, or Kareem. Anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again, yeah. State your name, big dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the